So in this video I wanted to talk to you about the power of music, of singing your own songs and living on your own rhythm. And of course this is tied into Negro spirituals and the power of Negro spirituals, which is basically creating and living and living on your own rhythm. And this has nothing to do with being a singer and getting a singing contract or anything like that. It has to do with you having your own voice, creating your own pattern, you giving giving a specific rhythm to your own life, and a rhythm that was not created and made by someone else. If you think about it, most of the time, when most of us are in the shower, taking a shower, we start to sing. And most of the time people are singing the last song that they heard on the radio or whatever song was being playing in their head for a while, but they never sing something that comes from their own heart. And I think this is really what I'm calling you to do, to make songs to just liberate your own heart, to just let your heart flow out. And water musing is particularly prone to us because we are spiritual people, and when we get in contact with water is the element of emotion. So this is why so many of us feel so comfortable actually opening our heart and opening those feelings up when we're connecting with water, and when water is all around us. Hence the singing under the shower and singing under the rain, if you like. But you need to make those songs yourself. You need to make your own melodies and your own rhythm, because this is actually what is going to really serve you even better. And it doesn't matter if you don't even understand what you're saying, or if the words that come out don't even make sense, if it's in a different language, if it doesn't even have any meaning at all. What matters is the emotion you're releasing at the time. What matters is the rhythm and the melody that's behind it. And sometimes, as you do this over and over again, the words actually start to make sense. And some of those words may be talking about things that you're going through, maybe bringing you solutions. And sometimes you may even notice that if you record yourself, you may notice that while you're singing, you don't even know where the words are coming. You're not even thinking those words, they just come to you. And that could be a wonderful blessing if you're a songwriter or a poet or an artist, or kind of way you can record them and maybe give them to someone else. I don't know. But the point is for you to explore the aspects of you in terms of how do you express your own emotions, and what are the songs that are rhythming your life. What rhythm and vibration are you on? And creating your own songs is the greatest way for you to change this vibration, or to bring in different vibration into your own. And what I will also mention is that it's so important, if you have a child, to sing songs that you created. Because first of all, when the child is still in the womb, it is I can't stop talking about how sacred that moment, that time is. But it's a moment where you are bonding with the child is learning to recognize your voice already. And this is when you can be creating songs. It could be senseless song, or just talking about where you are talking to your baby, where you're preparing your baby, you're talking about the anticipation to see him or her, or what the thing that is going to accomplish, or the thing that is going to do, or the reason why you need this baby to be here right now, to nurture it and to tell him about all the love that's surrounding him and the love that's waiting for him to come out. And so when you're talking to the baby like that and you are creating your own songs, it strengthens the bond that you have with your baby. And even when the baby is born, after he's born and he actually opens his eyes and he can see you and she can see you and she's smiling and she's listening now, instead of playing those twinkle twinkle little star that have nothing to do with your baby, that is not directly connected with your baby, that was created by somebody that you haven't even met, and to have your baby then have this entrained in themselves, where they're actually singing that without even knowing, it's like a record, like programming your baby with that. It will be so much more conducive if you program your baby with songs that you created, with a word that you chose. So that's something you can do while you're pregnant, or even if you're not pregnant yet, you can already start writing songs and words that you will want to say to your child. And if you talk about self-esteem, or if you talk about empowerment, if you talk whatever you want to talk about, and to write the songs and the melody, so that when your child is there, you actually have something to sing about. And sometimes, even if you don't know what to sing, just start opening your heart and just start talking to them on a melody. And so I think it's so much sweeter when you are singing the song to a child and your child later just start singing them too. And one thing you can do, because I know sometimes fathers are not, they don't have as much time with the baby as they will like, is that if you can record a voice record with your cell phone, you and your partner singing for the baby. And then when he's not there, then you can just play that, and the baby will still connect to the voice of the dad as well, and fortify that bond with the two of you. And then when he's able to speak or she's able to speak, then you can record the three of you together, and then show that and add the next baby, and so forth and so on. And that creates so many wonderful memories. It may seem like nothing to you, but those memories that you're planning, that those children have memories, these are the things that will come to mind when you have conflict later on. There are things I will never tell my dad. There's a way that there's a line that I will never cross, because I know all of the nurturing that my dad has given to me. And it started there. It started then. When I was really young, my dad plays the guitar, he plays the piano, and he used to pick up the piano during the weekend on the guitar and start singing. And I remember him recording with my mom when they were singing. And I mean, they're not like singers, professional singers, but they loved music, and they just loved singing at home for the pleasure of it. And they were also very religious, so they will sing, a religious song as well. And there were a few recordings when I was like really little, and I was on there. And to have gone that and to still have those memories are wonderful. And I think anytime you can add those wonderful, beautiful memories and tie up that bond with your child, do it. And music is a wonderful, wonderful way to do that. And I wanted to wrap it up by talking about Negro spirituals and the fact that music to us is not entertainment to folk like us, too, for people who are Africans, wherever you are in diaspora or wherever in the world. Music to us is a spiritual expression. When we are dancing or listening to music, there's a spiritual process going on. It's not just entertainment. And I want that to really sink into yourself, that music and songs are expression of spirituality. When you're doing that, your spirit is actually entangled in those vibrations. And this is why you have to be careful about what you're listening to. This is why you have to be selective about what you want to introduce and be exposed to. And this is why you have to be creative to be able to choose the vibration that you want to bring into your life by creating your own songs and by musing. Musing simply means by expressing what you are intending or what you're carrying, the feelings that you have through words or whatever other forms of sound that comes out of your mouth. And so I'll encourage you, if it's something that was in your mind, or it's something that you didn't know about, next time you're in the shower, instead of repeating the last Beyonce song or whatever, try to make a song of your own. Try to actually make a song about things that you long for, or about things that you love, about things that you want, about things that are tied to you and your reality. So thank you for being with me, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.